Yeah, it certainly has been nice, right? A nice break from the triple digits. Yesterday's high temperature in the mid 90s, and today we go even lower with a high of 92 degrees. And here's the deal, we get to keep these low 90s around for a couple of days before we start our next warm up. So we're going to enjoy it as best as possible here while we can. Temperatures this morning starting out in the low 70s right here in Phoenix at 73 degrees. It's 50 in Prescott, 41 in Flagstaff, 70 right now in Bullhead City. And look at those temperatures in the 60s out at Lake Havasu and in Quartzsite. Now, I do think those temperatures will still go down a little bit lower as we approach sunrise. I think temperatures bottom out in that 6 o'clock hour before we start to warm. So enjoy the cooler start. Look at all these 60s around the valley. Remember yesterday, we were still tracking plenty of 70s at this point. So it's certainly feeling cooler out there already. And that's thanks in part to the fact that yesterday's high was lower at 96 degrees. And overnight, we've had those clear skies. So we're at 69 in Queen Creek, 69 also in Chandler and in Glendale. It's 67 degrees right now in Deer Valley. And check you out, Anthem. You're down to 62 degrees with 50s right now in Wickenburg. That's one of the cooler spots. Here's the deal. Today is going to be a cooler day, so that means our high temperature will only reach the low 90s. And that means a much slower warm up today. We're only going to see the 90s, it looks like, for a couple of hours this afternoon. We'll spend much of the afternoon and early evening in the 80s today. So I think today is going to be a great day if you want to get out for a morning walk. Our temperature will be back down into the low 70s by 8 o'clock, then into the upper 70s by 10 o'clock this morning. So you've got more time today to get outdoors for those maybe more strenuous outdoor activities. 84 degrees by lunchtime, upper 80s by 2 o'clock, and then into the low 90s by 4 o'clock here this afternoon. More breezes across the valley. Now, we don't typically see temperatures this low here this time of year. This is a little bit below the average high for this time of year. So again, can't stress enough. Enjoy it while we have it, right? 30-year average is 94. We'll reach 89 today for a high in Apache Junction, 89 in Fountain Hills. Deer Valley reaches 89. We're up to 89 in Surprise, 91 for a high in Laveen, 92 in Ahwatukee, Tempe, and Mesa, and Phoenix will also reach that high of 92 degrees. Now, today's temperature below average by about 4 degrees, luckily well away from the record. And it's going to be a cooler day overall across the state. 91 for a high in Bullhead City. We'll reach 79 today in Kingman. That's it. Mid 70s in Payson, and Heber reaches 70 degrees for a high with mid 60s today in Flagstaff. We're waking up to mostly clear conditions across the state, and those mostly clear conditions stick around even as we go through this afternoon, with just a few high clouds moving in here later this afternoon and evening, moving across the valley and across the state. We still have a disturbance that's tracking to our north, and that disturbance is what is going to bring some of that cooler air our way. Now, with that disturbance in place to our north, we'll keep those breezes around too. So breezy to windy across the state today, 92 for a high today and tomorrow. And then we start that warm up with highs back into the hundreds, at least for a couple days, Sunday and Monday.
Okay, Iris, thank you for that.